So today we started trenching for the solar panels, and we'll give you a quick tour of what we've done so far and where we're going. The other side of this wall here. So the PV power will be coming in this trench and going partially up this outside wall to and then penetrating and going through. And I'll show you on another video where that's actually going. So I noticed on a lot of the YouTubes out there, this part just seems magical. It just happens. This is about an hour and a half's worth of digging, careful digging, with that tractor there. It's not, it's pretty undersized for this type of job. Sometimes we get some pretty large chunks of lava rock, so it takes a while to beat it through with that little backhoe on that thing, but it's doing okay. We got this far so far. So here we are at the other end of this trench. Now this is just the very beginning. We actually need to trench 400 feet because, as you can see in the background, we got a lot of tall trees here, and we're trying to get out of the shade and into the sun. So there was going to be a corner here, and then if we kind of follow the white lines, couldn't decide which white line we're going to follow. The fun part will be, we do have, you see some markers here. We called the marking company to come out, and of course, instead of 2 days, it took over 2 weeks to get them to show up, but they finally showed up. So not sure exactly where the line is. Hopefully it's pretty close to this marker, and we're going to try not to tear it up with the backhoe. We'll try to get within a foot or two on each side, and then unfortunately we'll probably have to dig it by hand. It is a phone line, so it's probably not in any sort of conduit or anything. It's probably just a direct bury line, which is really easy to break. Anyhow, so if we point out that way, you can see there's a hot fence in the far distance. We'll be going through, where the dog's going. Show us where to go. So that's where we're trenching, right? The way she's going through that fence, and I'll walk up there and show you where it's going to keep going to. So I'm now standing by that hot fence that the dog was showing us earlier. And if you see in the distance there, you can see the tractor and the mounds of dirt for where the trench currently is. We've got to bring the trench all the way up here, and then we'll try not to make you too sick while we pan. We're at the horse fence. We actually have to go by these two sheds, through that other horse fence, past that watering tank up there, and about another probably another 40 feet up that way into that area there. That's where we will be building the solar array. So in all, it's about 400, maybe a little bit more, 450 at the most feet that we've got to cover. It's a pretty long distance, and so to do that, we've had to increase the size of wire we're running. We upped one more gauge in the wire. We're running 8 gauge instead of 10, and obviously that gets expensive. We're actually going to be running 4 pairs, so a lot of copper, plus you got your grounds you've got to run and stuff like that. And this will all be going in conduit as well. We are going to up the size of the conduit a little bit too. We're going to go to 1.5 inches instead of 1 inch. Make it a little easier to pull. Gives us a little spare room in there as well. So you can see from this picture, which was taken a week or 2 later, it actually took me another 2 full long working days to finish the trench. out there as far as you can see. And in this picture, we've started to run the conduit in the lines, or at least prepared the conduit to go in the trenches. The trenches only need to be about 18 inches deep. However, a little deeper doesn't hurt, other than you got to figure out, what you're putting back in the trenches and stuff like that. In my case, I'm pretty much putting the soil back in. A lot of times, a lot of places will require that you put a sand bed in and sand around your conduit so it doesn't get broken or anything like that. In my case, I did not have to do that, but I had to be extremely careful filling the trenches back in because some of the rock got a little big. Matter of fact, we took a lot of the super big rock and left it out of the trenches so that we wouldn't break any of the conduit as we filled the trenches back in. So again, trenches in my area need to be at least 18 inches deep. You after you get the conduit in, then you basically fill them about halfway, and then we have to put in a marker tape, and then we can finish filling them the rest of the way. If these videos are helpful at all, please remember to like and subscribe so that you'll be notified when the next one comes out. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.